What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. A Twitter dev stepped up and gave me access back to my original Jungle Inc. XRP account. I just really like that name too, so I'm glad to have that back. I'm going to transition to using that, and I am developing a new and separate show that I'm going to be rolling out on Twitter, and it'll happen on that original account. Now, what's more exciting than that is I'm thinking maybe this person can help us with the DAI situation where they suspended his account. So I'm going to try to reach out to Brad Kimes or someone that can get in contact with DAI directly. And we need his case number. So this dev maybe can look at it and help us here. So I'll be working on that tonight. Hopefully we can get Digital Asset Investor his account back. Let's see how it works. Now, I want to go over this post by Rand Nooner because he's not completely wrong, but I think he's twisting this up a little bit. He said, why are people celebrating the SEC backing out of the Ripple case? He's talking about the case versus Brad and Chris. All this means is now the SEC can appeal the case sooner, and it's true. They don't have to go through a jury trial now, but it's not like they can appeal today. It's not going to be a fast endeavor. It's going to take forever if they really want to appeal this decision. So, I think the more losses the SEC gets in connection with this case, the better, and the sooner we can close that out. Now, does Brad and Chris, does their situation really affect us as XRP investors? Not really, but for the SEC to take a bad look here, a massive L, and just have to throw their hands up and say there's nothing we can do with this case isn't a good look, and it just makes everything they're doing look even weaker. Now, I asked Mark Fagel because he predicted that this would happen, that the SEC wasn't going to fare well in this Ripple court case versus Brad and Chris, and they would try to get out of it, which they did. And I asked him, well, what does this mean for the overall case? Are they going to go to appeals here? And he feels that they will. Because for them to admit that XRP is not a security on the secondary market, that could be really harmful to everything they're trying to do. We know they're trying to get control of the secondary market. They want to act like all of these trades are securities violations. And so that'll be a tough one. Now, the one way out of this may be Judge Torres did make it very clear this was only in regards to XRP and those facts and circumstances and not to crypto more broadly. So is that enough that allows the SEC to get out of a bad case and maybe deal with Ripple? Well, possibly. But again, Mark, who's been, like Nostradamus in a lot of ways, he doesn't think they're going to settle out the overall case. And he did predict they would get out of this case versus the executive. So we'll have to see it play out. Maybe Judge Torres gave them just enough where they could do it without harming everything else they're trying to do. I don't know, but I expect this to go to appeal. I expect it to take a long time. And I think the end result is going to be much the same, but just a more powerful ruling in appeals to set precedent. Because look, these aren't securities transactions on the secondary market. And I think that a judge applied the law correctly here. And I don't think she's ever had anything overturned in appeal, if I'm correct there. So not likely the SEC is going to have success, but we won't have to worry about that till way down the line. And I think we will be pretty much through the next bull run before this is even an issue. Let me know what you think, though. Would you have rather seen this thing go to trial? I kind of wanted to see Hinman on the stand and some other stuff. But again, if we see the SEC take a loss, I think that's a great thing no matter what. Now, I've been trying to prime everyone about this. Doesn't mean anyone's good or bad. Who knows who's right or wrong? But there's some conflict right now going on between Ripple and a lot of the developers and people that run infrastructure. And right now there's this tug of war. We see David Schwartz saying the only reason to oppose AMM amendment is if you don't want the XRP ledger to grow. And, you could say the same thing about Ripple where they're not allowing the Hooks amendment to go through. Like, that's kind of a silly statement in some ways. But that's really what we have. We have the devs who want light smart contracts to build dApps, and we have Ripple that wants AMMs, and they are butting heads here because both are saying, look, our way is the more important way, and, we'll have to see who eventually wins this struggle. I think they're both great. They're both important. The question is, can the network handle both of these features, without slowing things down or raising costs and things of that nature? I don't know. Of course, AMMs are a compelling feature set, one that I favor, that I want to see happen. But of course, we don't want any problems with the ledger. This is what I would tell you. As an investor, we know David Schwartz and how knowledgeable he is. And there's a lot of great devs over there at Ripple. But also the independent developers, they are world-class. They are great. From everyone from Weetsy Win to Richard to XRPL Rabbit and a lot of other ones. Daniel is great. There's a lot of great people out here, both running infrastructure and independently, developing on the XRP ledger. They are great, and they will do what is best for this decentralized system. And yeah, they might battle it out here a little bit, but they're going to get by this. And this is just the growing pains. We're looking at where's the next phase? What is the future of the XRP ledger? What extra feature sets are added here? What will we focus on? That's what this is all about. And I expect in short order, maybe the next year or so, we'll comb through that and we'll be on to the next, phase of this revolution here. It's an exciting time. Don't get caught up too much in the drama. Let the professionals figure it out. They really are the best in the world at what they do. And they're going to get it right because they're going to think about what they're doing. They're going to test this stuff. And yeah, they might fight amongst each other, but all of them want what's best for the XRP ledger. I thought this was just a great post. It is not entirely accurate, but this was some time ago. This guy said, well, Gavin Wood, Dr. Gavin Wood, he built Ethereum in a weekend and Polkadot in 4 years. Probably something to think about here. Dr. Gavin Wood, big fan of his, and I think Polkadot is going to do great things on this upcoming bull run. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.